Hello guys, these TikToks are so salty they rusted the door off my car. I have proof.
Boy, that salt really ate through the car.
I told you.
What is the pettiest thing you've done after the end of a relationship?
So I was dating this guy who broke up with me after like 2 months, and he was obsessed with taking baths in his jetted tub. So when I gave him the box of his stuff back, I also threw in a bath bomb that was full of glitter, and I took the label off so he couldn't read it. And he wasn't really happy, and he was texting me how upset he was to go to work covered in glitter, and I just responded to all of his text messages with pictures of Edward from Twilight. And then I covered his entire gravel driveway in a big thing of glitter so that every time he walks in his house, he tracked glitter in. And then I also put his phone number into the eHealth website for health insurance quotes, and he probably got 200 phone calls. And I also decorated his house with happy birthday banners because he forgot to call me on my birthday. And now we're married and having a baby.
Your life is so chaotic, and I want to be best friends with you just so I can watch it all happen. Like, you're the type of person that I would be friends with just to, like, see what happens in your life. Like, you would only hang out with me when stuff, like, your life is in, like, terrible shambles, and I'm here listening, like, yeah. Wow. Stop! We need to be best friends. But why did you marry him? Why did he marry you? The glitter in the tub? Dude.
What was a small but petty thing you've done to get back at an ex? My favorite petty thing that I've done was in first year university when I was absolutely heartbroken. My high school sweetheart had just broken up with me, and like all good high school sweethearts do, we had planned to go to the same university together, which obviously sucked. I just wanted to move on with my life. What sucked even more is that we were in the same residence. And what sucked even more than that is that we were in the same hallway, a couple doors down from each other, sharing a freaking bathroom. And to make it even worse, he got a girlfriend within the first 2 weeks of moving into residence. And honestly, I was pissed. I was pissed at him. I was pissed at his new girlfriend. I was pissed with the whole situation. And one day, me and my ex were talking, and he was like, yeah, it's super awkward for me and my new girlfriend to just see you in the halls and see you everywhere. It's kind of difficult on our relationship. So I was like, oh, you don't like seeing me places? Say less. So I decided to run for residence council, specifically so that I could put posters with my face on them all over our residence. I put one on his door, I put one on her door, I put some in the hallways, I put some in the elevators, and most importantly, I put some in the bathroom that we shared above every single toilet. Everywhere this looked, there was my face. And the best part was, it was against school policy for people to remove election paraphernalia. So those posters stayed up.
Excuse my dog's barking during that, but the way she ran for residential person or whatever just to put her face on. Girl, that was not an easy breakup, was it? That's kind of scary. But to be honest, I kind of feel bad for his new girlfriend, because she's probably just like, can you imagine her just like seeing your boyfriend's ex all over just to spite him and you? I think I'd die. I think I'd perish. Yep, I'd be dead.
So I have a great story about how karma goes full effect, and I'll get right to the point. A few months ago, I reached out to a person who was in my life for a long time, and I was like, hey, you want to go grab a drink? Like, it's nothing out of the ordinary that we would go and do that. And I immediately get back a text that was just like, kind of like, huh? And I was like, hey, if you're single, let's go get a drink. Well, I then get a message back from his girlfriend, a selfie of he and her, and she, I would imagine, is the one messaging me this, saying that they are in a happy, healthy relationship, da-da-da-da-da. She cannot believe that someone from his past would reach out. Now, again, this was not uncommon for us to go and do something like this, to go and get drinks. And so anyways, I reached back out. I was like, hey, great to hear that you're happy. Sorry, didn't mean to get in the middle of anything, whatever. And she kind of continues on and just like tries to make me feel stupid. Now, I didn't want to be like, hey, it's not uncommon that we've gone and done this before, but, she continued on. So finally, I drop it, whatever, think nothing of it. Well, I always watch my Instagram stories, like who watches them pretty often. Like I'm pretty careful about monitoring that.
Me too,
and so
me too. If you guys
go to
don't
look the other day,
Instagram things
and guess who is on there? Him. I also have recently had him popping up on my TikTok people you may know. Now, he has no videos. He doesn't post anything. So why would he all of a sudden pop up? Why? Because he's watching my stuff. So I'm just going to make this very clear. The next time that your girlfriend chooses to take your phone and message me and try and make me feel stupid, let her know that my pronouns are f around and find out. And she will. Have a nice day.
She was okay, so it wasn't as bad as I thought. I thought it was going way bad. It was like, like I thought the first comment I said says love the pronouns. So I thought this is gonna get messy. It's just something messy, right? That girl was like being mad at you when he's in a full relationship and he's like, nah, I'm gonna go on her Instagram after you try to chew her out, right? That's embarrassing! Have you seen the YouTuber? You should be embarrassed! I love her!
Petty ex-girlfriend story.
I kind of want to share. I just saw a video that popped up on my For You page, said, what's the pettiest thing you've done after a breakup? Let me tell you my story. I've only ever had 2 boyfriends. The first one was when I was in high school. That one was like almost 3 years long. And then the boyfriend I have now. My first boyfriend shit was just like so up and down. It was never secure. I never felt secure in the relationship. I always felt just like I liked him more than he liked me. Anyways, he broke my heart like a few times. He like broke up with me twice. I think after the second time, I was so pissed off. I was like, why the fuck does he keep doing this shit? So like he used to leave heaps of stuff at my house, like loads of clothes, like he had toothbrush, everything. He practically lived at my house. Anyways, when we broke up, I think I found out some shit like through someone about something. I can't even remember what it was, to be honest, but I obviously got really angry. So I went at the front of my house where the little park bench is, and I grabbed his favorite jacket, his favorite shirt, a couple of his favorite shirts, a few other things, and I chucked it in a little thing and I set it on fire. I just set it on fire, and when it was done, I just stomped it into the bush and I just covered it up. And then it turns out we actually ended up getting back together. And he said to me, I remember him saying to me one day, like, have you seen that purple jumper that has like the headphones coming out of it? Like, I can't find it. Like, I swear I left it here. Do you want to know what my response was? I was like, oh, no, I haven't seen it actually. He's like, yeah, I think I'm missing a few of my clothes. And I was like, doesn't ring a bell. Haven't seen him. And in my head, I was like, they've literally turned to ash. Whoops. And still to this day, like, I never told him, and he doesn't know, and he'll never know. Unless he sees the video. Then, yeah, soz not soz. You.
Someone tag him, he needs to know. He needs to know just so he can mourn it. Because, like, he's like, oh, I just lost it. No, he needs to mourn the fact that she did that when they got back together. That's funny. He needs to know. Someone said, that's what I did too. How many people can just go burn things? I mean, I haven't not thought of it. Petty class. Subscribe.